Welcome. This is a Grapsody interview. I'm Phil Lindsey, and of course, here with Righteous Reg, we have a guest today, Kris Statlander. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. All things considered.
Yeah.
Now
um,
that you've arrived.
yeah. Now we're all in the same place. You got AEW All Out Toronto coming up. Big fatal
Yes.
four-way match for the AEW Women's Championship.
Mm.
How are you feeling going into this match?
I'm feeling pretty good. Personally, I love a fatal four way. Even though the risk of losing outweighs the risk of winning. I just think they're so much fun and I am very much looking forward to it. And it's my first title, a world title match in 4 years.
Oh my
Really?
goodness.
Yes.
That is
But to be
crazy.
fair, early on, I lost a lot of world title matches, so I understand why they were like, maybe you don't get to have one for a little bit. I had to work my way back up, but here we are. We're back now.
Ooh, that blew my mind, Chris. I'm like,
Yeah.
4 years. It's been so long. And someone that's a day one AEW women's wrestler, you would think that you would have had more opportunities. I mean, how does it feel to not have a singles one-on-one match and you're going to have to take on three other try to win the championship?
Um. I mean, I'm. It's gonna be tough, but I can use the other people as weapons, and I can steal their things for my advantage. So I feel like I could. There's different ways to finesse your way into a win. Even though I did lose my TBS title in a triple threat match. It doesn't
Oh,
mean anything. This is a four-way. This is totally
yes.
different. So, I'm feeling good actually. Surprisingly,
Mm,
I'm feeling rather excited.
great.
Of course, the other talking point coming into this pay per view is what exactly is going on with you and Willow Nightingale? Of course, you
Doesn't
two.
everyone's so nosy.
I mean, those are the
So,
questions, Chris. That's what we have here.
oh, listen. You ever have ups and downs with your friends?
Of course,
Yeah,
And sometimes you just
definitely.
don't talk to each other and people are like, "What's going on with you guys?" And you're like, "Man, I don't want to talk about it."
sometimes it be
That's
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to make amends. She said, "Mind your business," and I said, "Okay, fine." I stepped back. Then she started getting in my business, and I'm like, You're not respecting the boundaries that you set. So watch out. Let me take a step back." So it's none of your business.
and y'all have had a couple of miscommunications the last few weeks too in the ring specifically. But it doesn't seem like it's harmful on either side. Like it's you guys, it seems like it's just one or two couple talks and you could be right back into this. Am I off on this?
I don't know because miscommunications happen all the time in wrestling, unfortunately. And I think we both know each other at least to a point of knowing when we're intentionally trying to hurt each other and when it's an accident. I think we've been across each other in the ring enough to know the difference. But I also just don't think we've had a good space to just kind of sit down and chat it out, unfortunately. And it's kind of
Mm.
hard to do that in a wrestling environment when our main intention is to fight. So,
Yeah, understood. Um, I won't continue to press you on Willow Nightingale. Uh,
thank you.
if you did have a tag team partner,
Mm.
you have been tagging with Harley Cameron recently. What do you
Yes.
think of the prospect of AEW Women's Tag Team Championship?
I would love I would love that. We've had some success, me and Harley, as a team.
Yep.
So maybe there's a good chance somewhere in there for that. But also, I one of my trainers was a tag team champion. So kind of tag team wrestling is something that I am very fond of and just something that was very heavily implemented in us when we were training and how to have good tag matches and stuff. So it's been very nice to kind of like almost like give like a tribute to the people that trained me in a way. I've
Mhm.
stolen some of my trainer's stuff. Actually, I do it with Harley. And it's been nice to kind of honor them in that way for showing me the proper way to do a tag match. And
Sick.
it's just nice to kind of like give back to that. So
Yeah, we don't get to see a ton of women's matches in AEW just because of the space, but it's getting a lot better. We're gaining a lot more tag teams. How does it feel just like in the landscape of AEW that we're able to even talk about AEW women's tag team championships now with so many great additions to the roster?
yeah, I mean it's exciting, but also every opportunity to win a belt is also every opportunity for someone to be your opponent and to hate you and to want to take you out. So great, but also watch your back, everybody, because people love to fight for gold.
Yeah. Speaking of having your head on a swivel, a lot of people coming into the company have immediately pointed out that you are their dream opponent. We just heard from Bailey and other people. When they come in, you seem to be the woman that people want to have a great match with. How does it feel to have like that kind of pressure and have that amount of people talking about want to have matches with you?
I mean, I always I never really see myself the way other people see me. I always feel like I have so much to improve. I also don't know why everyone wants to fight me and hurt me. I don't know what I did to them to deserve that kind of reaction, but I am flattered that people think that I'm exciting to wrestle. But I also am sad that everyone wants to hurt me. So
I mean, Kris Statlander rocks. That's why everybody wants to get in there. It's not that they want to fight you; they want to,
I mean,
experience what it is to be in the ring with you.
I guess there's so many ways to look at it though.
We were talking a little bit about uncomfortable conversations. You've had a couple of uncomfortable conversations on screen with the former slash current slash something friend with Willer Yuta. And
Mhm.
he has been saying some things to you and trying to create new handshakes on the side and maybe springing a new friendship. Is there anything to that? He has a couple of his stable mates in the Death Riders also speaking some things into your ear. What is this, Kris Statlander?
Well, I have no I don't Wheeler Yuta is not my responsibility. I don't know how he's getting access to everywhere that I am. He needs to be checked. However, one popular quote that is said a lot amongst wrestlers is that like a lot of people are going to give you advice and you can pick and choose to your needs what sticks with you. So in that sense, what you just saying, not my cup of tea. But when a former world champion, sort of the top guy in our company, is going out of his way to say a few kind words to you, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing or it's ill advised to maybe listen to what a top guy has to say to you. So that's all I will say on the matter.
Huh.
Understood. We've seen Marina Shafir also get some advice for him, and
She
it worked
doesn't
out.
speak. She doesn't speak.
No?
So
It's the eyes. Those eyes definitely speak, Kris.
yeah, I know. I've wrestled her before. I know her enough to know everything she's saying without saying anything.
Yeah. I'm still blown away by the idea that it's been 4 years since you challenged for a world title.
Same.
Um,
Well,
just with
let's not rub it in.
Oh, of course
I
not. Don't want
was
to
I
rub it
was
in.
injured and I was a TBS champion in the time.
See?
Just I wasn't just rolling around in the back doing nothing. I was
True.
busy.
Of course not. You had some excellent matches with Mercedes Moné,
Oh yeah.
critically acclaimed matches. How'd you feel about just the reception to those matches?
It was very very exciting cuz it felt like uh we both went into those matches kind of knowing that we had something to prove. to ourselves and to the world. And the fact that we were able to pull it off and probably exceed expectations, it just really like sometimes you don't necessarily feel like you're accomplishing some new big goal, but you're kind of like cementing yourself as like okay, I do know what I'm doing. I do deserve to be in this position type thing. And it was one of those very reassuring, at least the first one was super reassuring. And we were just like, okay, good. We got something good here. And then the second one was like, how do we top something that was already uh so well received and so exciting for people? And I think we did a pretty good job. And just knowing
Definitely.
that we always have each other at some point to go and push each other to a limit before that we didn't reach before. I think that's always like a very comforting thing, knowing that we have that with each other.
Definitely amazing matches. I'm not rubbing it in, Kris Statlander. It's been 4 years since you've had a world title shot. In those 4 years, in this match you're about to be in, AEW has been taken by storm. Is that cliche to
A
say?
little bit, a little bit.
Yeah, okay, all right, whatever, I'll take it. Timeless Toni Storm has been. I mean, that championship is almost synonymous with her at this point, and she
Mhm.
is at the head of this match. What are your thoughts on Toni Storm? What's your strategy against Toni Storm? No one has been able to figure out Toni Storm, Kris Statlander.
I think it's not necessarily about figuring out Tony Storm. I think it's about playing her game. And I respect, I adore Tony Storm so much. But she and we've never had a singles match. Uh, and the one time she and I were in a triple threat together, I pinned her. I
Mm.
have a pin over her. And maybe that was just luck because she was in her rookie act. Um, but I also don't know if you would want to give up an opportunity like that and take a loss, even if you are just playing along with something. So I have there's some uh maybe not as well known information there with me and Tony. Plus,
Mhm.
I think she has a little bit of a soft spot for me. So I think chances are decent, but she is a very acclaimed, very long-term champion. And she's been at the top for so long because she deserves to be. She's earned her right to be there. And there's no shaming or downplaying anything that she does. She works so hard. She's an incredible talent, incredible wrestler, and she deserves everything she has, but she's not the only one that deserves what she has as well. So we'll see what happens.
We will. A lot of pressure coming into that match. Toni has, of course, also said great things about you. So
Mhm.
I can tend to agree. Maybe she does have a bit of a soft spot for you.
Just a tiny one, but she's a little. No one, like I said, no one can really get a read on her. But I don't know if it's
Mhm.
necessarily about trying to figure it out. It's about just kind of like going along with it, I think.
Yeah.
Going along with it. Good strategy.
Yeah.
Online, I don't know if you've seen this, but we've got a lot of multi-women matches so far, a lot of all-star tag matches, and
Mhm.
a lot of fans are excited at the idea of a women's blood and guts match.
Mhm.
Mm.
As someone has done some of the hardcore matches with AEW, what do you think about taking on that kind of stipulation match?
I mean, I'm all for it. I love hardcore. I love doing crazy things. I love getting that reaction of people being like, "How are they sick in the head enough to do it?" And I say, "I don't know, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it even more insane that you expected." And then I do see the speculation online a lot, and I've said
Mhm.
this before, but I know kind of fans kind of go off of like the timeline of like what time of year things happen around.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I have no idea when Blood and Guts happens every year. I've seen it. I've wrestled post Blood and Guts in a Blood and Guts ring.
Mhm.
I have no idea what time of year it happens. So I have zero timeline of the potential of it happening. So in my heart, there's still a very good chance that it could happen, and I would love to be a part of it if it does. So
Sick. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I think people beyond the timeline plays a big role, but just seeing, like Phil is describing, the all-star women tags and
Yeah.
the, just the different iterations of you guys in the ring together, I think people are
Mhm.
like, this must be leading to something. Why would so many of them be brawling in the back at the same time?
That's true. Sometimes we
But
just need to fight. We just like fighting each other, you know?
I think that is what it usually comes down to, and it seems to have worked out. With the all-star women tags, that's kind of a topic online in itself. But you get to interact with so many different women in one single match at one time. And like I was saying, there's been so many great additions. Tekla, Megan Bain is in the roster. Like you said, Mercedes. You've had so many different battles with these women. How does a match like an all-star women's tag, how does it feel to be a part of a match like that on a weekly basis? And fans think they don't understand what the match represents on a TV show. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I mean, it's extremely chaotic just because there's so many people coming at you at once. Um, but it's also like it's just an opportunity to show that you can stand out in a ring full of so many people and
Yes.
not only stand out but be able to work together with any slew of girls that are on your team. So it's a good way to show leadership, star power, and cohesiveness with other people. There's so many benefits to doing it. As much as chaotic as it can be, it's very much so worth it.
Thank you. Great explanation.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I think that's all I have for you. I know if Reg has any more questions, but
I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's early, like I was saying.
yeah, very early morning. We do appreciate you. Good luck coming up at All Out. I was about to say next weekend
Next
at
Yeah.
weekend.
AEW All Out in Toronto. This has been Grapsody. I'm Phil Lindsey, Righteous Reg, and Kris Statlander. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.